Coming up on Mountain News at 6, we'll head to Harlan County as State Senator Johnny Turner looks to keep his position in the 29th District. Plus, a pair of wet-dry votes are taking place in Knott County, and a portion of Letcher County will have reports from those counties just ahead.
And we could see showers and maybe a few thunderstorms by tomorrow evening. Your forecast on the way as Mountain News at 6 starts right now.
Good evening again. I'm Steve Hensley. We are covering all things election today here at WYMT's Decision Kentucky headquarters. We have reporters throughout the region covering your local races and talking to candidates about how today's votes will impact you in the coming weeks, months, and even years. We begin our coverage tonight in Harlan County. That's where WYMT's Olivia Calfee is waiting for the first results in the 29th District State Senate race. Olivia.
Good evening, Steve. I am here in Harlan County, and the 29th District covers 5 counties altogether. So that's Bell, Floyd, Harlan, Knott, and Letcher. And the 3 Republican candidates are each from 3 different counties. Those candidates include Harlan County's Johnny Turner, Knott County's Randy Thompson, and Letcher County's Sean Gilley. And one of the deciding factors in who wins today's race could be voter turnout.
I have to say the voters have surprised me. We've seen a lot come in early in the mornings, a little bit more traffic than we expected.
Harlan County Clerk Ashley Sullivan says she is only expecting about 10 to 12% voter turnout. However, with Harlan being in the 29th District, voters Tom Parker and Jessica Turner say it is important for them to get out to the polls and vote in their local race.
I never voted before, but then I seen a lot of people come out and vote, and I thought, well, maybe it gives me a chance to come out and vote, and maybe if I seen other people do it, I can vote for them too and give them a chance to come out and vote.
In the local races, everybody vote really matters. It just comes down to, you know, just everybody's vote just counts in these types of races.
And Sullivan says every election is crucial for folks to make their voices heard.
That's their voice, so you really want them to come out, you know, put their vote out there and let those numbers roll in and show what they're wanting and voice their opinion.
And now that the polls are officially closed, we will begin to see those numbers roll in. And Steve, I have been in contact with all 3 candidates, and I do hope to speak with them this evening, and we will get much more from them as soon as we can up on the web and hopefully in our 11 p.m. newscast. But while we wait, I am here in Harlan. So Olivia Calfee, I'll send it back to you, Steve.
All right, Olivia, and we wait for those results to start coming in. You can see those as they come in at the bottom of your screen, of course, on the WYMT News app at WYMT.com. Voters across Eastern Kentucky voted on who they want representing them in Washington, D.C. and Congress. The 5th congressional seat was on the ballot today. Congressman Hal Rogers is seeking his 23rd term in the role. He's running against 3 other Republicans, Dana Edwards, David Krafchak, and Brandon Monholland. Somerset Mayor Alan Keck says in races like this, it's important to think about who is going to share your values.
Well, you know, somebody that represents their values, somebody that knows is going to work and fight for their behalf. I'll say I admire anyone who's willing to put their name on the ballot and try to put their positions out there.
For the latest information on this race and others across the Commonwealth, keep checking our website and news app. Of course, a lot of eyes are on that race in the 5th District, but there's also a race in the 6th Congressional District. Several Democrats are running there. Randy Cravens, Jonathan Richardson, Todd Kelly, Don Pratt, and Shauna Rudd. The winner will take on incumbent Andy Barr in the fall. The 6th District represents a big chunk of central Kentucky and dips down a little bit into eastern Kentucky and includes Powell County. There are 2 races we are following in Pulaski County, and they involve the Somerset City Council. In Ward 3, Barbara Beckman, Brent Fleming, Mike Honeycutt, and Brandon Wilden are jockeying for that seat. And in Ward 5, incumbent Jerry Girdler is facing opposition from Jeanette Highslope and Margaret Dick. Let's take a look at some other battles happening across the region. Here is the race for 91st District State Representative. It's a Republican battle between Darrell Billings and Billy Wesley. The 91st District covers Estill, Madison, and Powell counties. And there's a race for Commonwealth's Attorney in the 57th Circuit in Southern Kentucky. That area covers Wayne and Russell counties. Lee Wittenberg is taking on Matthew Leverage in that race.
It is a warm primary election day across Kentucky. Most of us about 10 degrees above average for the later half of May. A live look from the WYMT studios tracking some sunshine on this Tuesday, and that current temperature up to 84 degrees, up to a toasty 87 for Irvin, also for Manchester and Harlan at this hour, 86 for London, also for Jonesville, and 86 in Somerset, also in Pulaski County at this hour. A live look at first alert pinpoint Doppler, maybe a stray sprinkle in some areas, but for most, we stay dry. Also warm to go into this evening. Those lows in the middle 60s to wake up on your Wednesday, as we see some more mainly dry weather to go into your Tuesday night. Possibly a few areas of dense fog, but overall not too bad to wake up and walk out the door. But a first alert, some changes are not too far away. As early as tomorrow, tracking an increase in those rain chances and maybe a few thunderstorms, possibly a strong storm threat, but nothing too crazy. To go into your Wednesday, a few more showers by Thursday, Friday, and another possible strong storm threat by Sunday. Those details on the way in just a few minutes. Steve?
All right, Cameron, thank you. Continuing our election coverage now in Knott County. Folks there went to the polls with a familiar issue on the ballot. WYMT's Madison Carmouche is in Hindman with an update on the wet-dry vote. Madison.
Good evening, Steve, and happy Election Day, everyone. I'm here in downtown Hindman, where the polls have just closed. Now, I did speak to the Knott County clerk earlier today, and she let me know that they did reach their goal of 15% voter turnout for today's wet-dry vote.
You know, if you're interested in our county and you love our county, you need to get out and vote.
And many Knott Countyans made their way to the polls with something county-specific on their minds. The wet-dry vote.
As far as right now, the older people come out and voted early today, but now the younger people are coming out. Looks like they're coming out, you know, as the day goes on.
Knott County Clerk Reese Cornett says this is the 4th time the vote is on the ballot, but the numbers are closer than before.
We've even had a few that maybe is going to put in a restaurant if this happens, you know. We've had a few of them.
And this is the economic boom voters like Frank Thacker say Knott County needs to survive.
Knott County used to be something. I remember a town full of business, people every place. Now it's a ghost town.
But small business owners with opposing views like Wendy Parks say this could be the end for her and her husband.
We have no intention with our business to serve alcohol, and we feel like that would be a detriment to our business.
And with the polls now closed, the watch is on to see how the votes come in.
So we won't know what's going to happen till 6 o'clock.
And one perspective I wanted to touch on was with the Knott County Sheriff, and he let me know that he only has one deputy. So any additional things on their plate would spread them even more thin. But we will keep an eye out on those election results for you today. I'm live in Knott County, Madison Carmouche.
All right, Madison, thank you very much, and hopefully we'll hear the results of that race fairly soon, and of course we'll let you know as soon as we do. In Fleming-Neon, a wet-dry vote has been the talk of the day as residents there decide if the city will be the third in Letcher County to allow alcohol sales. WYMT's Buddy Forbes is live at a polling place there with more. Buddy.
That's right, Steve. Poll workers say more than 100 voters showed up today here at Fleming-Neon School Gymnasium. And now that the polls are closed, they will soon find out if the city will go wet. It was a slow turnout at the Fleming-Neon School Gymnasium, which some say came as a surprise with a potentially significant vote on the ballot.
We need it. Our police department needs it. It's a good thing.
Are you in favor of the sale of alcoholic beverages in the city of Fleming-Neon?
Absolutely. We need it for the economy. Our people are going to purchase alcoholic beverages. They need to keep, stop going to other cities. They need to keep that money here in our city.
A question that some say was an easy yes, while others say it seemed like a bad idea to vote for money over their morals, saying they vote with their religious and family values in mind. Justin Richardson says it is not about good and bad. It is about moving forward.
It really helped the city a lot. The flood about destroyed the city, and we need all the money we can get right now.
A sentiment that was echoed by Linda Cantrell.
I hope that it passes today, and we can go ahead and get things started in the city.
Now, though all of the people who shared their opinion on camera were for the move, a lot of people said they were opposed to it, and they do not want this to happen here. In Letcher County, Buddy Forbes, WYMT Mountain News.
All right, Buddy, and again, the polls have just closed. Results are on their way to the county clerk's office. We really should know the results of that Fleming-Neon vote fairly soon, and again, we'll let you know here and online as soon as we do. Well, as is the case in every election, there are always a few complaints regarding the vote. Let's take a look at some of those here in Eastern Kentucky. Not really many reported today. At last check, only a few. In Laurel County, there was one voter complaint, a party change switch complaint. There was one complaint about a procedural question in Martin County. And in Knott County, there was one complaint about voter assistance.
Well, we stay mainly dry to go into this evening, but that rain is not far away. Your forecast coming up. Plus,
folks in one county continue to experience widespread phone outages, how it's affecting some businesses, and what's being done to fix the problem.